the Knife PKF-50. This is a paring knife. Paring means that it's not a chef knife, it's something smaller. It's quite convenient and handy. I do have an 8-inch chef Kirizuki knife I did review on this channel before. That one is actually bulky, it's big. And this one will be as a substitute. Whenever I need to cut something small, I will use this knife. So let's talk about it. I do already see how useful it may be in bar. I cut a lot of fruits and citruses, and this one will be helpful. Not too big, medium, handy, and very versatile. This is a regular MAC proprietary steel that they use. They have two types of steels, the regular and the superior, which is the regular but with an extra step. They use frosting, and their superior steel holds edge better but a little bit more brittle. Proprietary MAC steel is quite famous, a perfect balance between maintenance and cut qualities. So MAC steel is somewhere in between German knives, which are a little bit softer, and Japanese knives, for example VG10 Japanese type knives, which hold the edge extremely well but are a little bit brittle. And MAC is somewhere in between. It's around 59 to 60 hardness Rockwell scale, and not as chippy as the VG10 but not as soft as German knives, so perfect balance. It's extremely usable. I do not feel it. The balance is, well, it's not amazing. It falls, but it's good. It's good. If you hold it with your 3 fingers, and I do appreciate this thing here. For extended usage, it's very important that the handle and the blade have a gradual connection, and the connection works well with your hand, not to leave you any sores. If you use it for very long periods of time, especially if you cut citruses, citrus juice is quite corrosive, and if your knife handle gives you scratches, it's not good. But this handle is amazing, and for example, this bulge here, it holds your pinky. I think that's good as well. I don't really care much about looks, but the look is good. I like it. It's not something fancy, it's not the Damascus clad, but it's nice. It's really well built all around, no sharp edges. Basically, anything you wish for is there. Like for example, the previous knife I reviewed, the SK65, did not look that well because the handle was a little bit bulky. This one is the professional line, so that's why the build quality is actually a little bit better. The knife review is nothing without a cut test, so let's get to it. Let's cut some stuff. We have a dry onion, we have a regular carrot, and we have some bread. Okay. Carrot cuts well. However, due to the lightness of this knife, not as well as the SK65, you do need to introduce some pressure here. Let's cut the onion. Same thing here. It does cut well. But due to the fact that this knife is a little bit lighter, it doesn't introduce a lot of weight, so you do need to substitute that weight with your efforts. And now, yeah, it's not a chef knife, so this one will be used for more delicate tasks. I do not think it's a good idea to cut beef with it. You may, of course, but chef knives are chef knives for a reason, so this one is a paring knife for delicate tasks. Let's see how it cuts bread. Okay, this one is actually very good. I don't need to do the rocking action. I may only press it. It does cut this bread quite well. It's not like super razor sharp VG10 steel, but still it is a very handy and supposedly forgiving knife. With a steel type that's not that extremely high maintenance as VG10, it's more forgiving but not as soft as German type of steel. A very well built construction with amazing handle and ergonomics. Very light and quite useful for many tasks. If you want something very efficient, well, buy the chef knife. This one will serve as an amazing addition, but not probably the main knife if you use knives a lot. If you do work with food, you do need the chef knife as well. However, this one will be a very nice addition. And overall the feelings are quite good. I do like this knife and I know I will be using it quite a lot. So it has been years, guys, I'm using this knife, and I don't tend to use it much, particularly because of the shape. The knife itself is great, but the shape, because it's like 5-inch long, it's longer than the paring knife, which should be somewhere around this, but it's too short. It's not as short as the chef knife. So for some heavy labor-intensive tasks, I cannot use it because it's not heavy enough, not long enough. But for some small tasks, it's actually a bit too long. So for that reason, I don't tend to use it much. The steel is amazing. It's not as good as the superior steel. Not good, it's different. Like the superior steel, I reviewed the knife in the previous video. This one is a little bit softer. It resembles Wusthof, but it holds the edge a little bit better than Wusthof, and it sharpens about the same. So right in between the Wusthof and hard steels like VG10, softer than the typical superior max steel, and it is advertised as that, so there is no surprise there. It does not chip, so that's great. It never chipped, nothing like that. I'm not afraid to abuse it. I abuse it a lot, actually. I open cans with it. But apart from that, like, you know, spreading bread onto your butter, opening cans, some auxiliary work I do here and there. I don't tend to use it primarily because of the shape. So whenever you choose a knife, pay close attention to the shape and to the length. It does not corrode, so that's great. The superior steel, I do see some patches of corrosion, little small ones. This one, zero. Completely zero corrosion. So overall, amazing knife, great handle. I love the ergonomics, love everything about it, except whenever you choose a knife for you, like, pay close attention to the length and to the particular use cases for which you're buying that knife. Guys, do you have any experience with Mac knives? Because so far I own only 2 of those. Maybe there are some different models I'm not aware of which behave in a different way, so that may be interesting to me. Tell me in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.